We give our students the opportunity to be in the V3 Academy no matter what their situation is. So they can take full-time virtual courses without coming here to school for no academic reason. So they don't have to be alternative ed or enrichment. If they would like to do their schooling online at home, we give them that opportunity. We have no prerequisites on who can enter our program.
When looking at students who possibly could leave our school or students that we're able to keep here on campus rather than go to a cyber school. When a student goes to a cyber school as a public school entity, we're still responsible for their education, and that entity can come back and charge our school district. And roughly it costs for tuition here at Northern Lebanon $7,900 per student. If we keep them here within our school and we're able to plug them into our virtual programs and they could do cyber school here, it would save us about $4,000. So financially speaking, it makes sense for us to keep our own students here, use our resources that we have here from the money that we get from our taxpayers already.
The students really enjoy using blended schools as far as the full-time virtual kids. They love the communication, the fact that they can go and they can talk to all their friends that are in the same class. Kind of mimics what they do anyway on a general basis. It's, you know, we live in a society where kids aren't picking up the phone and talking to each other anymore. So just the basic use of the internet for communication and messaging, they love that.
Our program consists of students who are full-time virtual, alternative ed. We have a day program, we have an after school or an evening program, and we have students that are full-time alternative ed. We have a number of students who take courses for enrichment purposes, where they're full-time students here in school and they take additional courses on top of their school schedule. And we also offer credit recovery courses.
Virtual education can enhance what's happening in our high school in a variety of ways. First off, it gives kids opportunity. Number one, if kids are very good academically but don't adapt well to the social pressures at a high school, this is an opportunity for them to still get an education. It's an opportunity for them to still get an education at Northern Lebanon High School and get our diploma, and also have a chance to be successful. So they have the interaction with the teachers. They have all the interaction that you would have in a regular classroom. It's just their classroom is the computer. So they're going to school, but they don't have to deal with the social pressures that may be putting the pressure on them that they don't like school, or putting the pressures on them where they aren't successful in the school setting.
I use our virtual environment for a number of ways. I use a Blackboard site in a traditional classroom setting. I have them submit assignments to me. I try to keep my room completely paperless, and it does wonders for that. As far as posting information, posting documents, I can put it on the Blackboard. They come up, they look at it. I never have to transfer papers. I don't have to transfer information. As far as the blended schools, full-time virtual classes, I teach both a 9th grade and a 10th grade history class. Some of those kids I don't see at all. They may be full-time with our virtual environment. They may be part-time in the building. Some of them I see on a regular basis, whether it's dropping in, sometimes I don't. But the contact is well. I either see them in person or through the messaging. I get a hold of them all the time.
The curriculum of blended schools we used exclusively when we started, because to create our own curriculum from scratch was a daunting task. And this gave us the opportunity to have a course, and all I needed to do as a coordinator was find a teacher that was willing to familiarize themselves with that particular course and deliver that course and grade. As time went on, we found that we wanted to move to our own curriculum, and the tools in Blackboard gave us the opportunity to develop our own curriculum.
As far as curriculum goes, I use the blendedschools.net curriculum, both with the 9th and 10th grade history courses. I really enjoy it because I get to use it. It has great organization, plus it allows me to edit things. I can go through and change the content, whatever fits my class, what I need at that time. It works really well for me. I use the assignment tool that Blended Schools offers. I have students submit my assignments through all 3 of my courses that I currently use through that. I also have lots of communication tools that I use. I use the discussion boards to get the kids to speak to each other, to post things. I've used blogs before to get them to communicate with each other outside of the building. That works really well with the kids who are full-time virtual and aren't in the building at all. They also use the messaging tool. They've figured out that, hey, they don't even need to come to me all the time to ask questions. They can ask the other students that are in their class for questions. Makes it easier on me that I don't need to constantly be answering questions.
The tools that are in the courses are great because Blended Schools is dedicated to offering or putting in third-party applications that make the Blackboard application better than just plain old Blackboard. So the use of the Wimba voice tools, the new blog and wiki tools, podcasting, all of those things that aren't part of the normal Blackboard package. Another piece that we use very heavily here at Northern Lebanon is the Pulse reporting system to keep track of our students, to take attendance. So it's those, for me, the biggest advantage to Blended Schools is those third-party applications that are purchased in addition to Blackboard.
These kids can go on the internet, they can get documents, they can submit things, and they never have to print a single thing out. And it makes it really easy on them. It's less that they need to carry around. You know, every day they're getting papers in all their other classrooms, and it's one less thing that they have to lose. The fact that they can store it all in the content folders, that's one thing that they can always pump in. They can get it from school, they can get it from home, they can collect that information from anywhere. So they use it both for their classroom setting, and they'll also realize that they can utilize it for their own personal things. They find something really cool at school that interests them, they can save it there and they can look at it later at home.
Part of our program is enrichment, where we have students who are accelerating ahead for a number of reasons. One reason is to earn college credits, and we take that a step further, and students have the opportunity to earn enough college credits to earn an associate's degree before they leave high school. The way that comes about is we use our in-house V3 program to accelerate kids to a status where colleges will accept them, and then college credit is earned not only in our traditional classroom but online through college programs. We have a summer credit recovery program that we run for 6 weeks. Students are required to come here 2 out of the 4 days. The other 2 days they do their work from home. They can come here if they wish to. And the teachers are required to either be here in person to teach on those 2 days, or we do allow them to use the live classroom application to teach as well. So we had an example of a teacher last year. He went on vacation, was down in Florida, taught his class anyway.
Sometimes kids just aren't successful in a certain class in the regular classroom, and they do better through the virtual program. It gives us an opportunity to help fill courses a lot faster. If a student wants to take an extra math, here's an opportunity for a student to take an extra math. We have opportunities to write curriculum and put some different languages into the curriculum, put some AP courses into the curriculum, all types of things that we can do through our virtual program that is cost effective and also effective for the student and their learning. So it's been very successful. It gives us a lot of flexibility, which is key. It gives students more opportunity. I mean, when I was growing up in high school, I would love to have some of the opportunities that these kids have now. Take our driver's ed, for example. We're doing all our driver's ed online now through a virtual program, and we have a live teacher teaching the program.
Driver's ed is a unique course in our program because it's the first to have synchronous learning along with the asynchronous. We require that students be online 1 hour per week with the instructor. In cases, the instructor actually presents twice. He does it 2 days, and the students get to choose either an afternoon session or an evening session. In the rare case where they're an athlete and they would have practice on the one day and a game in the evening on the next day, we do archive our sessions and then require that students view the archive to gain credit for that 1 hour.
For the future, I'd like to see our courses here at our virtual academy grow. I'd like to see that curriculum grow. I'd like to see us offer more courses that may not necessarily match our curriculum currently at the high school and may not match anything offered by blended schools right now. I think just growth in what we can offer to shoot more things out there. I mean, really the model being set, the sky's the limit. We can offer so many more things and spread ourselves a little bit more thin that we couldn't do in the traditional classroom. We only have so many hours of the day in school. We can't offer tons of courses, but we have the ability to. It's just going to take a little bit of time.